Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Livenarch Congress Committee, we extend our warmest greetings to all attendees. We are honored to have you join us for the 8th Livenarch Conference hosted by the Karadeniz Technical University Department of Architecture. Livenarch VIII 2023's theme, Regenerations in Architecture, intends to make you think of the rapid changes that the world have experienced, such as wars, migrations, poverty, lack of education, climate change, health problems, and economic crisis, growing with the pandemic deeply affect human life. The generations who are new to these transformations and whose expectations are shaped according to the new world conditions they live in, create environments suitable for the system to capture the dynamics brought by these transformations and sustain their existence. In this context, Livenarch VIII 2023 International Congress, Regenerations in Architecture, opens a discussion about the phenomenon of generation, degeneration, and regeneration, and bases its theme on the questions of whether regeneration is a reaction to degeneration or an effort to seek the good, the truth, and the beauty against the vicious circle. Now for the opening statements, I would like to invite the conference chair, Professor Dr. Ömer İskender Tulu.
Thank you so much, Filiz. Dear Rector, Dean, Head of the Department, and valuable participants, welcome to our Livable Environments and Architecture International Congress, which we have organized for the 8th time this year under the roof of Karadeniz Technical University, Faculty of Architecture, Department of Architecture. First of all, I would like to say that I am honored to chair this year's meeting of our Congress, which has been going on since 2001. As it is known, the most important widespread effect of every Congress that has a strong scientific background and addresses current problems based on the needs of the society is that it produces solutions to these problems. In this context, our Livenarch Congress, which has been organized periodically and with searching current themes for 22 years, has been contributing for years to produce solutions at the theoretical level within the framework of the field of architecture and planning and other related disciplines and within the scope of the determined theme. So far, our Congress has been organized under the themes of nature, cities and architecture, contextualism in architecture, reconstructions in architecture, rejecting, reversing architecture, replacing architecture, and other architectures. The theme of this year's Congress is Regenerations in Architecture. As is well known, our world has been witnessing rapid changes in recent years, perhaps more than ever before. Wars, migrations, terrorism, poverty, inequality, lack of education, climate change, pollution, health problems, growing with pandemics and economic crisis are among the main factors that deeply affect human life and force the transformation of ordinary patterns in all areas of life. The generations that are near to these transformations and whose expectations are shaped according to the new world conditions they live in, create environments suitable for the system in order to capture the dynamics brought by these transformations and to sustain their existence. The generations evolve solutions that have disintegrated, deteriorated, and degenerated. Thus, the damaged parts return to their initial states, to their essence, lost or damaged ones or restored. In biology, regeneration can be defined as a natural process of replacing or restoring damaged or missing cells, tissues, organs to full function in living things. In other words, it is the regeneration of a body part that has been lost. By considering the definition of regeneration outside the field of biology, it can be said that all the mental construction processes of human is generated through regenerations, and all the historical actions of human are shaped by regenerative fictions. When this reproduction is evaluated in the context of architecture, it is seen that all the renewed architectural actions are produced through the part of the architectural tools and acceptances that are considered as damaged, corrupted, or have lost their functions or characteristics. The main goal of this Congress, which will be held between 27-29 September 2023, is to discuss the phenomena of generation, degeneration, and regeneration in the context of the act of architecture within the framework of the theme regeneration in architecture. In this framework, 62 papers carefully selected by 34 members of the scientific committee will meet with the audience within the scope of this Congress. On this occasion, we are grateful to the esteemed members of the scientific committee, Göksun Akyürek Altürk, Müjde Altın, Beatrice Andrucci, Jasim Ashar, Aydan Balamir, Beatriz Bueno, Gökçen Firdevs Yücel Caymaz, Şuva Kovthori, Pelin Dursun Çebi, Polat Darçın, Yüksel Demir, Deniz Dokgöz, Sıla Durhan, Özlem Eren, Mine Esmer, Aslı Sungur Ergenoğlu, Onur Erman, Şengül Öymengür, Tayfun Gürkaş, Ferhat Hacı Ali Beyoğlu, Orhan Hacı Hasanoğlu, Badi Sadat, Asapur, Pınar Dinç Kalaycı, Carlos Macado, Muro, Esma Mıhlayanlar, Ahmet Vefa Orhon, Zafer Sadıç, Gökçe Çiçek Savaşır, Semra Arslan Selçuk, Murat Sönmez, Mark Aurel, Sanadel, Levent Şentürk, Fatih Terzi, and Belkıs Uluoğlu. I would like to thank all the researchers, members of the scientific committee, and station chiefs for their valuable contributions to the Congress. 5 keynote speakers will clarify the theme of the Congress in their own context with their presentations. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Carlo Lotratti from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Sofia Alizio from Evora University, Vahid Gobadian from Islamic Azad University, Tilyani Lafaki from Aristotle University of Saloniki, and Manuela Gatto from Zaha Hadid Architects. It is not possible to realize any Congress without institutional support. I would like to thank especially our rectorate, Dean's Office, and the head of Department of Architecture. I would also like to thank the Scientific and Technological Research Council of Turkey for supporting our Congress. However, the biggest thank you goes to the members of the Congress Organizing Committee. And this thanks to Nilgün Kuloğlu, Asu Beşgen, Nihan Engin, Nilhan Vural, Arya Kılıçaslan, Özlem Aydın, Aysun Aydın Sancaroğlu, Semih Yılmaz, Kıymet Sancar Özyavuz, Gülkan Topaloğlu, Çağlar Aydın, and Selin Oktan, who have contributed to every stage of the Congress organization with great devotion for the last 1.5 years. I would also like to thank graphic designer Cansu Beşgen, who has been preparing the thematic visual of the Congress for a long time. This year, the visual editing of the Congress was entrusted to him. And finally, endless thanks to Merve Tutkun, Büşra Topdağ Yazıcı, Mehmet Ali Otyakmaz, Güray Yusuf Baş, Barış Çağlar, Tayfur Emre Yavru, the valuable research assistants of our Department of Architecture, who will strive to carry out this Congress smoothly as in every organization, and to Beriz Büşra Şahin, who undertook the presentator of the Congress. I would like to extend my regards to all participants and in the hope of having an intensive scientific atmosphere and a technically trouble-free Congress processes. Beliz
Professor Tuluk, thank you for your opening speech. Now I would like to invite the Dean of the Architecture Faculty, Professor Dr. Cenap Sancar.
Thank you so much. The Honorable, my Vice Rector, dear academic students and participants. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 8th Livable Environment and Architecture International Congress, which was initiated in 2001 by the Department of Architecture at Karadeniz Technical University. We are happy to be able to organize this year's Congress as a part of Livenarch VIII under economic crisis and natural disaster conditions. The main purpose of the Congress is to exchange scientific and practical ideas and visions internationally. In this Congress, the world has experienced many rapid changes that have had devastating effects in recent years. Mass migration, terrorism, poverty, climate change, urban population growth, and economic crisis growing with the pandemic deeply affect human life. The deterioration of well-defined structure in all areas of life result in the disruption of ongoing function and rapid measure transformation. The idea of sustainability in architecture urgent emerged as a way of bandaging environment image. A wide range of sustainability practice aims no higher than making building less bad, serving as immediate measures for current and future architecture. The problem with sustainability architecture is that it stops with sustaining. In order to mention the current state of the environment, the architecture community has been working towards greener means of production. Conventionally, a green building employs active or passive features as a tool for reduction and conservation. Most sustainable design view building as a vessel of their own rather than integrated parts of their ecosystem. With the planet's current needs, this approach is not enough. It is not enough to sustain the natural environment, but also restore its precious. Regenerative architecture is the practice of engaging the natural world as the medium for and generator of architecture. Living system and on the site become to build blocks of the structure built in alignment with the overall ecosystem. Regenerative architecture demands a forward-thinking approach in contrast to sustainably designed building. Regenerative buildings are designed and operated to reverse ecological damage and have a net positive impact on the natural environment. Shifting from a sustainability lens to a regenerative one means that architecture should question how we can design structure that not only use limited research but also restore them. Considering the disaster, we have experienced extensively in research recent years, such as earthquake, flood, landslide. Regeneration should also aim to create a more resilient environment that can resist natural challenges. Sustainability and regenerative design may seem like different approaches. Sustainability limits church use, while regenerative replenish them. Sustainability, however, is a subset of the larger regenerative model. Both methods develop and incorporate a similar practice, each emphasizing different green goals. Just as reduce, reuse, and recycle can operate in insulation, the sustainability practice lend a hand towards regenerative goals by forming the first steps towards replenishing research, limited their consumption. One way both practice differ is in their scale of intervention. Regenerative design demand architecture be seen as an extension of the place. This decide the flora and fauna and ecosystem. Building and treated as part of a larger system, helping to produce and share resources like clean water, energy, and food. The energy created can be used by the building, stored for future use, or provided to the utility grid. For these reasons, I wish that the 8th International Livable Environment and Architecture Congress, hosted by the Department of Architecture of our university, will be effective and problem-free. I would like to thank our professor as well as to devoted organizing committees who contributed to the engagement and continuity of the Livenarch Congress from day one. A special thank you to the keynote speakers and presenters. We are pleased to have your participant in our conference, and we thank you for your valuable contribution. We hope to see you again at the Livenarch VIII Congress, which will be held in 2025, and wish the presentation to be beneficial and fruitful. Yours sincerely. Thank you.
Professor, thank you so much for your speech. Now we would like to invite the Vice Rector, Professor Dr. Cemil Rakıcı, to make his speech on behalf of the Rector of Karadeniz Technical University, Professor Dr. Hamdullah Çuvalcı.
Oldu. Sayın Dekanım, Sayın Bölüm Başkanım, çok değerli katılımcılar, Karadeniz Teknik Üniversitesi Mimarlık Fakültesi Mimarlık Bölümü tarafından düzenlenen uluslararası kongreye katıldığınız için hepinize teşekkürlerimi sunuyorum. Şu anda evet biz Hamdullah Çuvalcı, rektörümüz Hamdullah Çuvalcı hocamız adına katılıyorum. Şu anda kendisi burada değil, yurt dışı görevinde olduğu için, yoksa bu tür kongreleri, hele uluslararası görünürlüğü yüksek olan bu tür kongreleri bizzat kendisi katılmak. Gerekli açıklamalar yaptı ama ben dilerseniz kısaca üniversitemiz hakkındaki katılımcıların bilgisine üniversitemizi kısaca tanıtmak istiyorum. Üniversitemiz bir araştırma üniversitesi, Türkiye'nin en eski, en köklü üniversitelerinden bir tanesi. Özellikle YÖKAK tarafından 5 yıllık akredite olmuş bir üniversitemizdir. Hemen hemen ki bir teknik üniversite olmakla birlikte sosyal bilimleri de içinde barındıran ve bünyesinde yaklaşık 6 tane üniversite ki bunlar Artvin'den tutun Ordu'ya kadar 6 tane üniversite bünyesinden çıkmış bir üniversitemizdir. Tabii bu online bir kongre ama ben bir rektör hocamız yok ama onun adına şunu söyleyebilirim ki İnşallah, bilmiyorum Cenap Hocam veya Sayın Ömer Hocam, bu tür kongreleri yüz yüze, bundan sonraki pandemi öncesinde zaten yüz yüze yapılmaktaydı. Bizim üniversite olarak gerçekten kongre imkanlarımız çok geniş. Yani konaklamasından tutun şeye kadar, diğer restoran hizmetlerine kadar kongre merkezlerimiz olarak çok geniş imkanlara sahibiz. İnşallah katılımcılar ki Karadeniz'in, Trabzon'un bu güzelliklerini de görmesi için bir fırsat oluşturur. Tekrardan ki bu uluslararası görünürlüğü gerçekten biraz inceledim. Kendi alanım olmamakla birlikte görünürlüğü yüksek bir kongre ve inanıyorum ki üniversitemizin de adının görünürlüğünü uluslararası düzeyde arttıracaktır. Tekrardan Sayın Dekanıma, Ömer Hocama ve bu tür kongrelerin arka planda olan gizli kahramanlara teşekkür ediyorum. Hayırlı uğurlu olmasını diliyorum. Çok teşekkürler.
Biz teşekkür ederiz. We thank you, Professor Dr. Rakıcı, for your speech. I would like to make a little summary of his speech. He mentioned about why our rector couldn't attend and his wishes about the future of the scientific meetings. Our university has a huge history about its scientific and technical roots. So we have very good environment and opportunities to make that kind of scientific meetings. He told about his wishes for next meetings, especially face-to-face, but not online. I want to thank you again, Professor Rakıcı, for your wishes and for your speech. Teşekkür ederiz hocam.
Teşekkürler, thank you, çok teşekkürler.
Now we will have a little break till the first keynote speaker, because it will start at 10 a.m. Mr. Carlo Ratti will be here with us. So after almost 10 minutes, we will be here in the same session, same room. It is time for a little break to all. See you there at 10 a.m. for the first keynote speech.